Well, hello there, welcome. I'm Jenna, and today I'm in a springy mood. So I am just going to do a spring kind of look. Basically, what I want to do is I'm thinking like a fresh face, not super dewy, not bronzy or anything like that, just like a fresh face and some like pink, some peaches, that kind of thing. We'll see how it turns out, but that's what's in the old brain here. I am aware my hair is crazy, but I'm kind of digging it, so it's gonna stay like that. I will tie it back a little bit though, because that's going to be really annoying. I'm currently trying out or retesting a couple of fairly new products to me. I recorded a first impressions with some of the products that I'm using today, and some of them I just wasn't sure about. So I'm kind of retesting those. I'm going to apply 2 different primers today. Going to be a bit precious like that, but I'm going to apply the Designer Brands Gold Elixir Priming Potion all over my face. This is just a little bit more hydrating. And then I'm going to do the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer just around my cheek area where I need a little bit more help in the old pore area. So I might do the e.l.f. one first. I'm literally just putting it in this sort of area because I do have enlarged pores. Rather than putting it all over my face, I'm just going to put it here. Just going to do the Designer Brands one over the rest of my face. This one is nice. It's got like little gold flecks in it. I don't know if you can actually see that. In focus, thank you. I don't think the gold flecks really do anything, to be completely honest, but it's nice. It's relatively hydrating. The reason I'm using this one is because I'm retesting a foundation that I recently got, and I wasn't really happy with how it looked at first. It looked a little bit dry on my skin, so I thought I would use this one and see how it looks today. I've also got eye cream under one eye, because when I was testing all of these new products out, the concealer that I was using was like separating under my eyes. So yeah, I've only applied the eye cream to this side because I want to see if it separates and goes all weird again. I forgot to mention I'm also using this Ulta 3 lip glaze tinted oil. That's why my lips look a bit purpley pink. So I'm currently wearing that just to moisturize them a little bit before I put any lipstick on. I do like it. It seems to hydrate, seems nice. So the foundation that I'm going to be applying today is the Ulta 3 Second Skin Foundation. When I used this initially, honestly, I was a little bit disappointed with it. It says that it's meant to be medium to full coverage, which I really don't agree with. It would be a medium coverage, in my opinion. It also says that it's meant to be radiant, which I also don't agree with. So I'm basically going to retest this and see how I like it, but I'm also going to mix in some of this Flower Beauty Glow Getter liquid illuminizer to see if that kind of gives it more of a radiant finish. This comes in like a doe foot applicator. It's okay, but it can be a little bit uncomfortable to use, and I don't think you have to really apply what seems a lot, like you have to keep applying product to build up to a medium kind of coverage. So yeah, I just poured it out. I'm just going to use a sponge for this. When I did this the other day, the sponge pretty much sheared it out so much that it's doing the same thing. It kind of just disappears, but I'll see how I'll see how we go today. yeah, I'm still not really happy with the coverage. It's just not, it's not a high coverage. It's not high coverage foundation. It really isn't. That's not to say that it's not nice, because today it's looking relatively nice on my skin, but that, like, I would say that's light coverage. You can definitely still see, you can see my hyperpigmentation coming through. You can still see freckles coming through. I would not class that as even a medium coverage. I might just apply, I'm just going to go in and do this and apply another layer over the top here. Yeah, see, I'd say that's a medium coverage. I certainly wouldn't say medium to full. It does look better today, but it's kind of sitting a little bit weird on my nose here, which it did do the other day. It kind of just all separated on my nose. So I'll just see how it goes. Now the next product is also an Ulta 3 product. It's the Cover It Concealer Duo. This came as a free item when you spend $10 or more on Ulta 3 products. You get a little gift bag that has a value of $50, and this was one of the products that actually came in it. This is meant to be for medium to dark skin. I wouldn't agree with that. But I'm just going to use it as a color corrector, and then I do have somewhere my Flower Beauty Light Illusion Concealer, which is probably my favorite. No, is my favorite concealer. I'm going to do that over the top. So this is the side that I've put that eye cream on, because I want to see if it does that weird separatey thing on this side and not on this one. So I'm just going to apply a little bit. Cool. So it's not doing the separating thing, which is good. I feel like it has concealed a little bit, but I'm just going to go over the top with my Flower Beauty Light Illusion Concealer. It's very, very hydrating. If you have dry skin, or particularly dry under eyes, I highly suggest you try this, because it is such a good formula. It's very, very hydrating, which means that it is prone to creasing. I tend to crease a lot here under my eyes, but if I don't put too much concealer under there, it's generally okay, if not just set with a little bit of powder. But it really is fantastic. So I'm going to use the Designer Brands Flawless Bronzing Stick. I'm kind of using mainly cream products on my face. Like, I'm using this as cream, I'm using a liquid blush, and I haven't really thought about what I'm going to do for highlighter, but we'll get to that. So I'm just going to put a little bit there. A little bit there. This looks super dark, but it's actually not that bad. I'm just going to use my sponge to blend this out, actually. What I've found works, if you have a bit of, like, if you're using a cream bronzer or cream anything, and you know how sometimes where you apply them, if you leave them for a couple of seconds, they can kind of stick to the area, and you're left with like a harsh line under where you've blended it. If you actually turn your beauty sponge like that, when you're trying to blend it out, it kind of, I don't know, I found that it kind of loosens it a little bit, so you don't end up with that massively harsh line. So I'm going to just put a little bit up here. I'm not going to go like super crazy with bronzer or anything like that. I really want to use a brush up here. So next I'm going to use the MCO Beauty Cheek and Lip Tint. I'm just going to use this as a blush. I'm not going to use it on my lips. With any sort of cream blush, I will always put it on my hand first and then blend it out either with a brush or with my fingers. This is a nice one though, because it's not super pigmented. I'm just going to take my e.l.f. domed stipple brush and then I'm just going to stipple it in. Oh, I love this stuff. It's just beautiful. I might even just go take some on the nose to make it look like I got slightly sunburnt, but not that bad. I may regret that decision. Next, I think I'm going to apply some brows. I'm actually going to use a brow powder. I'm going to use the Maybelline Master Brow Pro palette. I've had this for a really long time. It comes with like a pomade type of thing, wax, a powder, and brow highlight. I haven't used this in a really long time. I mainly just use the powder, and I like it for when I want really natural brows, if I don't want them to be super dark or, you know, bold or whatever. I don't use powders a whole lot because I'm too lazy, and I'd much rather use a pencil where I can just quickly just run it through my brows. But this is a good product. Do my usual fluff the inside so they don't look so harsh. They're looking okay. They're looking okay. I'm just going to turn my lighting up a smidge because it seems to be getting a little bit dark. Yeah, that'll do. So now I'm going to use the Benefit Gimme Brow. This is a teeny weeny little sample, but I'm just going to put this through them to kind of set them and make them look a bit fluffier. I actually would purchase this product, like the full size of this product, because it does make them look nice and fluffy, and the brush is really nice and small. I will fix this bit here. I need to pluck my brows, and I've kind of gone a little bit overboard with this one, but I'll fix it up. I'll fix it up later. I'm going to test out this NYX eyeshadow base. It's just the NYX eyeshadow base in Skin Tone. I don't know if you can still get this one. I got it off the Cosmetic Capital website, so it could be discontinued. I did use this the other day, and I actually put like a cream, it was actually like a mousse eyeshadow over the top, and it did last a really good time. It didn't really crease. Like, I probably had just the tiniest little bit of creasing, so I think that this does help. It did last a while. It didn't look super creasy or anything like that. So I'm just going to keep using this and testing it. So the eyeshadow palette I'm using is the e.l.f. Opposites Attract eyeshadow palette. I'm just going to be using basically this half. This is the warm side. This is the cool side. I'm just going to be using the warmer side of the palette. I just really love these like peaches and stuff, and that's really, oops, stuck my finger in there. And those kinds of shades are springy to me. I'm also going to use, and I don't know how I'm really going to incorporate these in there, but the Revlon Color Stay cream eyeshadow. This is in the shade Cherry Blossom. It's this beautiful, like, shimmery sort of pink. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's quite sheer though, so I might just put that on the inner corner or something. I don't really know how I'm going to incorporate it, but I want to. I'm just going to go into this shade here, which is called Saucy. It's kind of like a mustardy, orangey shade. And I'm just going to kind of put that all over the lid. Now, of course, as always, I'm going to go slightly higher than my actual crease because I've got those hooded eyes. And I'm just kind of putting that everywhere. Cool. So now that I've kind of laid that initial shade down, I want to deepen up my crease a little bit. I might take the shade Cheeky, which is more of an orange shade, and I'm just going to basically put that kind of in my crease and we'll see how that works. I really have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just playing. I'm just going to take that fluffier brush that I used to put that initial shade down, and I'm just going to kind of blend that in a bit. Okay, so now that I've deepened that up a little bit, I also have this Chi Chi Cosmetics Rose Gold. It's a metallic foil eyeshadow. I really want to just put that all over my eyeballs. So I might put that everywhere. Let's just give it a go. No, that's just looking chunky and weird. Okay, I'm going to have to go in with the finger, I think. With foil eyeshadows, I need to be pretty careful. Oh, God. Because they can look a little bit chunky on me. Because I have textured eyelids, like I tend to have wrinkly eyelids. So putting cream shadows, foil shadows on my lids can make them look real wrinkly. So, which I think this might be doing. Damn it. I'm going to have to even it out on the other side anyway, so I will just have to do the same. Just bear with me while I fix my eyeballs. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of that foiled eyeshadow. It's just sort of making everything look very textured. Yeah, I'm not really liking this foil eyeshadow. It's just a little bit, for somebody who has like young eyelids or who doesn't have a lot of like loose skin on their eyelids, it would probably look really nice, but for maybe more mature people or just people who have more textured lids, I don't know, I don't think that would, because it's kind of just looking chunky and like cracking on my lids, and I'm not going to apply any more because that's just going to make it look even worse. So what I'm going to do instead, which could also be a massive mistake, I'm going to use my Revlon Color Stay cream eyeshadow in Cherry Blossom. This formula of cream eyeshadow is phenomenal. I'm going to see if I can get it on the inner corner and see if it smooths out what's going on in there, but I don't know, I could just make things worse. But that's part of experimenting, isn't it? Ooh, did we just make that worse? We did. I bought that plan. I'm just going to put this on the inner corner. Yeah, that's the look I was going for. I'm basically just going to mix the two orange shades that I was using. So Cheeky and whatever this one is, Saucy. I'm just going to kind of mix those two together and then bring them underneath my eye. I'm going to just take a little bit more of this and kind of spread it underneath as well, just like mix them all together here. I'm pretty happy with that because it's more of a pinky sort of look now than just orange. But what I am going to do is just take some more of that Cheeky shade, and I am going to deepen up the outer corner. Or should I do a brown? No, I'll do this. Alright, I've just got the door open because my daughter's just out there entertaining herself while I finish up here. Cool. Yes, I like that now. Excellent. That's pretty much what I want to do for the eyes, except, of course, mascara. I'm not going to put on highlighter. Can't be bothered. So, yeah. I'm just going to curl my eyelashes off camera. Alright. So, I'm just going to apply the Lash Paradise mascara. This is a really good mascara. However, with my eyelashes, because they're quite shit. They're quite thin and sparse. I can't go overboard with this because it's it's a dry formula, but it's also quite a thick formula, so it coats the lashes, but if I go a little bit too heavy-handed with it, they just look spidery and really gross. So I do need to go a little bit lighter with this, and when I get it right, oh, they look really pretty. That is all I will do. I am actually going to recurl them again once it's dry, and I'll get rid of this hideous thing that I just did in a second as well. But for lips, that oil has pretty much worn off. So what I'm going to do is apply this Nude by Nature Sheer Glow Color Balm. This is in the shade number 1 Coral, and these are so pretty. It's really just what it says. It's a colored balm. They are pretty moisturizing, and it just adds a little bit of a color. And then over the top of that, I'm going to put on this CoverGirl gloss. This is so good. I don't even know. Oh, here, look. Colorlicious, I'm assuming is what it's called. Colorlicious, and this is Give Me Guava, number 630. This is such a beautiful gloss. It feels like an oil. You know how some glosses can be really sticky? This is not. It just glides on. It's not sticky at all. It feels like an oil on your lips, but it doesn't slip and slide around. It stays put. This is probably one of my favorite products that I've ever owned. Holy Grail. This is Holy Grail. So let's fix this eyeball, shall we? and I'm just going to recurl these lashes. So that is my lashes recurled. They will drop slightly, but not much, and it'll pretty much stay like this. I just decided that I wanted to just tightline my upper waterline a little bit, simply because it makes my eyelashes look thicker. This is the Eye of Horus. Eye of Horus? How do you say that? Eye of Horus, I say. And this is the Goddess Smoky Black Eye Pencil. I'm literally just going to tightline a little bit. Bottom lashes. I'm just going to apply this. This is a Tarte mascara. It's the Lights Camera Lashes. This is just like a sample one of it. I don't think it's that nice on the top lashes. I don't think it really does anything, but it's nice on the bottom. Now let's let this crazy ass hair out. There we go. I would have liked to have had a little bit more pink in my eyes. I just, for some reason, I don't have a lot of like pink shadows, but for what I've got, I'm pretty happy with this. It does have a little bit of pinkiness to it. It does have that beautiful like orange. Yeah, I am really happy with it regardless, even though I would have preferred it to be a little bit more pinky. But anyway, all in all, I'm very happy with how it looks. I'm happy with most of the products, pretty much all of them. It's just the foundation that I'm still undecided on. Yes, but that is pretty much it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I will see you in my next one. Bye. Also, I forgot, please like, please subscribe, and that's it. Okay, thanks, bye.